JP can have their 7-year whatevers. Global, we got 50 plus Dragonstones inbound with this upcoming data download, starting with the TEQ hit EZA. So we're going to go over this event, the stats of the new EZA build, and then we're also going to go over the potential teams that you could run for this event, as well as the Infinite Dragon Ball History's newest stage. Let's start with hit. It looks so weird. You're right, Dokkan Assets. It does look weird. 3 letters in the name. It's kind of difficult to smush these letters together, right? They kind of have to spread it out, so this is more like the hit that we're looking at. Anyway, let's jump in, take a look at this unit. Say hello to the new Universe Survival Saga King Leader. Look at this. Key +3, 160%. That's pretty stacked. Also, key +4, 170% for Universe 6. So this guy pretty much usurps the throne from both categories in terms of best leader skill. The only one that compares to this one is the Blue Kaioken Goku, but his defense, or the offense and defense take a 10% dive, but the HP takes a 30% increase. So this is definitely the better unit to bring. Now let's take a look at the passive and the super attack. Raises defense for 1 turn, causes a med sandwich with a medium chance to stun. Excellent. The one weakness in the unit was defense. That gets taken care of here and here. Attack and defense plus 20% per Universe 6 category ally attacking in the same turn. There's no limit there in terms of excluding yourself, so that means 60% boost on any given day if a full Universe 6 team is being brought. Also, if you've got a full Universe 6 rotation, medium chance to stun all enemies. So this is kind of like the Jiren, except Jiren doesn't have the condition of having Universe 6 or Universe 11 on the rotation. So that is kind of the one maybe detriment to this unit. With the Universe Survival Saga sub-lead, if you're bringing that, you got to be mindful that if you want to have this medium chance to stun everybody, you will only have certain rotations to do so if you've got a mix of other categories in there. So what I would recommend is if you're going to do this and assemble a Universe Survival Saga team, make sure to have at least 2 other Universe 6 units on the team. So that way, once in a while, when the stars align, you can trigger this part of the passive. So bring maybe, I don't know, LRKFC, TEQ, Kalen Cleefla, you name it, whatever. Just make sure that have at least enough to satisfy this condition for the passive. Or, if you don't care about this so much, it's not that big a deal because this guy can stun in other ways anyway. Plus, STR Jiren does the exact same thing, but a lot easier because he doesn't have any sort of condition to do so. Right here, see that? Medium chance to stun all enemies at the start of the turn. Doesn't happen too often for me, but it's still better than nothing. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 160 when performing a super attack. Excuse me, my voice just cracked. I'm going through puberty. Plus an additional attack plus 80% and attacks effective against all types when target enemy is stunned. Attacked enemies attack minus 20%, defense minus 80% for 2 turns. High chance of stunning the attacked enemy for 1 turn. So like I said, he can stun in other ways. He can stun 2 turns with the super attack. He can stun for the remainder of the turn with his passive if the medium chance to stun all doesn't even kick in. So this guy is going to be good for Super Battle Road. He's going to be good for Infinite Dragon Ball History, Legendary Goku event, you name it. This guy's looking pretty beefy now. So if you guys have not worked on this unit or never summoned for him, well, you're going to be missing out because this guy's really good. Also, if you do have the unit and you want to boost his super attack, you can do so for free. You can boost his super attack completely for free using this event on stage 1. Over here on this channel, we like to do this thing called Dokkaning Responsibly, so any opportunity that I can tell you to do so, I'ma take it. So you jump over to this event and you do this. You hear me? Because level 1 is very easy. Bring Universe 6 units. You could even bring the majority of your free-to-play units to boost the drop rate. Jump in here. Farm rate is pretty good for this guy. I get this guy quite a bit whenever I need to boost super attacks for units. So yeah, jump into Z Hard, farm out 1 to 2 copies almost every run. Get the amount that you need, boost his super attack for free, and while you're at it, do this every single day, folks. I can't stress this enough. You can get free skill orbs for Universe 6 that can be used either now for these units or in the future, because there will be more Universe 6 units that drop in the future who could be even better, more hype, and it would just be the best feeling in the world to know that you've got a bunch of level 5 additionals or crits or level 4s all just sitting there waiting to be used. So definitely take advantage of this event being around by working on it every single day. Now, let's jump over to the event itself. Unfortunately, the category needed for this event is kind of terrible. All Out Struggle, which sucks. But there are some really solid teams that can come out of this. So let's take a look at the event progression here. Gains damage reduction to extreme, so don't bring bad guys, which is probably not going to be the case anyway. I believe All Out Struggle is all good guys anyway. And then over time, he also gains resistance to AGL and TEQ. Now, all this means is that you'll be doing less damage with these units. It doesn't mean that you still can't bring them. They will be able to protect you, but you'll have to keep in mind, obviously, if you bring AGL, there's type disadvantage. And then, of course, the damage reduction against them is going to be quite high, so don't expect to do a lot of damage. So don't let this deter you from filling out your roster with them. Just know that they won't be producing much on the offensive end. So let's take a look at the category. Here's the category. I can't believe I just said producing. Definitely don't type that in the comments, okay? These are the units that you want to be looking at generally. A nice touch by the Dokkan Wiki to highlight that a little bit. You got the int, STRs, and physicals. Again, you can bring these guys. They won't do a lot of damage, but you want to be veering towards this side a little bit more. I believe the only lead for All Out Struggle at the moment is Blue Dudes, right? I think. Or maybe there's something on JP. No, this is literally the only lead. So if you don't have Blue Dudes, it's going to be a little tough, but you still have other options. You're not completely in trouble here. So now let's jump over to the game and let me show you some of the teams that I've come up with. There are other variations that you can put together, but for the most part, I feel like these teams are going to be generally what people run. Also, free to play, yeah, that's going to be a trick and a half. I have no interest in trying this free to play, not this time. So obviously, with the Blue Dudes as the main lead, you just have to throw a bunch of units on there. So here's All Out Struggle. You are LR. There's the category, and yeah, I just threw on a bunch of powerful units. I got Blue Kaioken, Royal Blue. This guy's probably going to be your best bet. He's been around the most, so he's highly accessible. He's a nuke. He can do a lot of damage. He can also protect you defensively. So if you have the LR Int, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan post EZA, he's really good. Also the Bardock, he's been a pretty hard hitter ever since his EZA, so he could be useful here, even without the fact that you're not fighting a Wicked Bloodline. And Gohan Future, he is a good defensive unit, so if things get kind of sticky, you can always run this guy to tank and save you. There's one option. Another team that you could run is the Kamehameha category, because you can actually cross-section the Kamehameha with All Out Struggle, and you got a pretty healthy lineup here. So what I did was I threw on Gohan, Super Saiyan 2. Keep in mind, the same name update does not apply to the EZA battle. Extreme Z area, things are a little bit different, but for the Extreme Z battle, you got to be careful. So I threw on Roshi, Kaioken Goku. You can't bring in a second Kaioken, and you can't bring a second Super Saiyan 2 Gohan either. So you could throw on Blue Kaioken, you could throw on Blue Dudes, you could even bring in the future Gohan Super Saiyan. If all that isn't possible, then what you can do is resort to his sub-lead, because Gohan is also a sub-lead for Super AGL. So what you do is you remove the Kamehameha portion, and you simply go Super AGL, and boom, you found the Vegeta and the other Vegeta. So that's basically what I did. Although I threw on the Blue Kaioken here, and I brought in the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. This guy's a good tank, because over time when he takes more hits, he super attacks more. He's able to pad on the stats, and he becomes a pretty reliable tank. So yeah, not too bad an option if you're going to just run Kamehameha instead. You're going to be just fine. Sure, you are missing out on potential damage here, but this guy being your main head honcho, but you've got the LR in Super Saiyan here as a replacement. Blue Kaioken will do a lot of damage as well. And I think for the revival skill, do you have to have two others? 2 or more Turtle School category allies on the team. So we also satisfy the condition for the Master Roshi revival mechanic, because both Gokus are in Turtle School. So you also have that insurance policy should things go south. For the last potential team you could run, there are other ways, like I said. One that I'm showing you here is Bond of Master and Disciple led Gohan. So you just cross-section All Out Struggle with Bond of Master and Disciple, and then do the same thing for Hybrid Saiyans. And this is the squad that I put together. You got Royal Blue in here. You got the LR Super Saiyan 2. Future Gohan Physical in here. Blue Kaioken. Pretty solid lineup. Pretty stacked. So let me know in the comments what you guys come up with for your potential team. And like I said, free to play, it's going to be quite tough. Because take a look at this. Take a look at free to play and All Out Struggle. Go right here. Free to play. Yeah. Have fun with that one. I'm not doing it. All right. Now let's jump over to the Infinite Dragon Ball history. For this one, we are looking at the Super Warrior Tag Team. So we're fighting all the joined forces LRs throughout. Actually, not all LRs. There's one non-LR here. That's random. But we're fighting all of the Tag Team Warriors, basically. So what you want to be doing here is running through all the stages. You get more stones. Fun little extra missions here, category missions. 3 joined forces, 3 Bond of Friendship, and 18 turns. These are the extra challenging missions. You don't have to do them all at the same time. You can do them all separately, so don't freak out. I like to do them all together for the added challenge, but you don't have to. So now let's jump over and take a look at what teams I have. Eyeballing this, though, we're looking pretty good because there's no chance of them to dodge. They don't disable your dodge, nothing like that, but they can seal you. Or no, they're immune to seals. They don't seal you. So this looks like a pretty mild-mannered Infinite Dragon Ball History event, but you can get about 27 or 28 Dragon Stones as a result. Let's take a look at the teams that I have here. Number one option that I would probably recommend would be to simply find the 3 units that fit both Joined Forces and Bond of Friendship. And when you do that and you put those 3 on the team, the rest of them can be whatever you want, which is literally what I found. LR KFC, TEQ KFC, and then the TUR. Now, for you guys, you probably don't have the TUR for the AGL KFC. That's probably not going to be a thing that a lot of you have, which is fine. So you can literally run anybody else here because all of these guys fit both categories at full match, which means they have both categories on them. You could run Broly Chilai, Tien Chaozu, Goten Trunks, GT Goten Trunks, this one, the better Goten Trunks. Any of these guys will do. And then for the final 3 units, they can be whatever you want as long as they fit the leader skills. So you can throw on Bond of Friendship units exclusively or Rapid Growth exclusively, and you're all set. And that's basically what I did here. So the top 3 units fit all 3 of those categories. The bottom 3 are whatever. They're all Universe 6 though, so this Hito, with his EZA, he's going to be really good with that extra bonus of having all Universe 6 allies on the team. There's one option. The team that I will be running for this challenge will be a full Universe 7 squad because, man, Universe 7 is all over the Bond of Friendship and Joined Forces. I mean, Universe 7 is all about the power of trust, right? So let's go to Bond of Friendship, and then let's go to Universe 7. This cross-section gives me Ultra Instinct, Ultra Instinct, Ultra Instinct, Ultra Instinct, Ultra Instinct. I mean, you can just keep going. There's also no... I don't think there's a same name update or you can run the same name update on this, right? I think so. Even if you can't, there's still an overabundance of Universe 7 here for me, but this is my favorite category. It may not be the same for you guys. So I threw on 3 Ultra Instincts here, and then I switched to Universe 7 and Joined Forces. And as you guys should know, from the 6th year anniversary, we got a bunch of duos and trios from Universe Survival Saga for Universe 7. So I just threw on Gohan, you throw on these guys, Blue Dudes, anyone will do. And voila, there's my team. All max links, all rainbowed, all super stacked. I love this category, man, so I will be having a wonderful time doing this event. Absolutely. Another possible team option you could bring would be Gifted Warriors and Kamehameha. This one I wanted to make because I wanted to show that you don't have to use Universe Survival Saga units to do this. There's actually quite a few categories here, and there's going to be a lot of different teams, I feel like, for this one as opposed to the EZA. So if we're looking at Bond of Friendship and Joined Forces individually, look at all the different units that we're seeing here. So what I did was I tried to find a way to integrate the Gogeta and the Vegito in here, and if they're both in here, that satisfies 2 Joined Forces units, and then I noticed that they both also fit Kamehameha. So then that was kind of the basis for my team building. So what I did was I made Goten and Trunks the lead because they also lead Kamehameha. Boom, that takes care of Joined Forces. All of that is done. Now I need to go into the Bond of Friendship portion, and since this unit already fits Bond of Friendship, that's already one taken care of. And then I literally just remembered that Goten and Trunks are friends. Just bring their EZAs. That's it. So this team is also really good. Honestly, you could argue this might do even more damage and end up being faster than my Universe 7 team because this has all the fancy animations and everything. This one's pretty straightforward, especially with the top 3 units. So there you have it for some potential teams. You guys can definitely come up with your own and let me know what you guys think. And I look forward to seeing how fast we run through this event. I feel like this is going to be really easy. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what are the teams that you've come up with for the EZA as well as the Infinite Dragon Ball History? And do you think TEQ is now the king of the Universe Survival Saga leader meta, or do you think that someone else is still better? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.